Imagine being a mother, struggling to make ends meet, then arrested for nonviolent drug charges. Now, you're sentenced to prison, separated from your children. Upon release, you return into a society whom stigmatized you and cast you out. This is the demise and harsh reality of women caught between the battle of the drug war. For decades, the war on drugs has disproportionately subjected women to harm through wrongful incarceration and criminalization in the correctional system, without any adequate resources that promote anti-recidivism or a healthy lifestyle. This is a huge crisis which needs to be addressed and resolved now. Today, we will explore an ongoing issue that is completely overlooked for far too long: the devastating impact of the war on drugs and women. First, we will examine how the war on drugs has led to a staggering increase in incarceration amongst women, causing psychological, physical, and financial harm. Second, we will take a look at how this problem persists due to systematic barriers such as harsh drug laws, lack of rehabilitation programs, and societal stigmas. Third, we will embark on seeking solutions through reform drug policies to invest in reentry programs and provide trauma-informed care to help women rebuild their lives after jail. So first, let's delve into the problem of how the war on drugs has caused significant harm to women, particularly affecting those from marginalized communities by way of mass incarceration and the dire consequences it poses. The first serious problem is women in prisons often face unsafe conditions, including lack of basic human needs. As mentioned from the Ox Journal, 2024 goes on to state, these prison systems often ignore gender-specific needs of female prisoners and refuse to provide essential services such as prenatal care or sanitary napkins during menstruation cycles. Another problem, as conveyed from the Long-Term Effects 2021, stated that women are left to manage the trauma of detox and addiction on their own while moving through the correctional systems. As a result, these women are most likely to reoffend, to be more susceptible to substance abuse. A final problem, economic hardships, a woman from prison will endure. According to Flowers 2015, reported that once released from prison, these women struggled to find employment, lacking the skills to make ends meet. Sadly, many return to trafficking, perpetuating a cycle of violence and poverty. There's a definitive crisis with the war on drugs and women. But why does this problem persist? The problem of mass incarceration of women continues due to systematic barriers such as harsh drug laws, lack of drug rehabilitation, and societal stigmas. One reason, ACLU 2011 informs that the war on drugs has devastating impact on women and families whom have been greatly affected by policies such as mandatory minimum sentences, prosecution of low-level drug offenses, and increased conviction and imprisonment. Consequently, federal and state drug laws have catastrophic effects on women, minorities of low income. Another reason, based on the Prison Policy Initiative 2024, people with serious health needs are warehoused and with severely inadequate health care and limited treatment options. The dire truth is prison fails to provide adequate substance abuse treatment or mental health care, focused on punishment instead. There's a major disparity in the social justice system, especially against women of color. As per the Jobs Not Jail Coalition 2019, millions are spent on mass incarceration that need to be reinvested into the community through training and reentry programs. So far, we have unlocked the key factors which has negatively contributed to the plight. But fortunately, there is hope to ending this social injustice. To address the crisis of women incarceration, solutions are attainable through reformed drug policies, investing into reentry programs, and access to trauma-informed care. Foremost, it is crucial to advocate for fair drug laws that take into account the needs of women and their families. According to the Human Rights Watch 2022, mentioned that California enacted the Alternative Plea Act to create an alternative plea for those charges with certain drug offenses. It is critical that the punitive measures to treatment and rehabilitation for nonviolent drug offenses is a great start to combat this issue. Second, according to the SAMHSA 2020, effective reentry plans should be strength-based, trauma-informed, and individualized to meet the basic needs of women. Third, the root causes of women involvement in the drug trade, such as emotional trauma, domestic violence, and poverty, need to be understood in order to be linked to care and resources. Thankfully, programs such as Susan Burton's A New Way of Life Reentry Project 1997 assist to provide services to formerly incarcerated women through helping find housing, employment, and reunification with their children. This has proven to be successful in helping to strengthen community support and significantly reduce recidivism. Today, we have first explored the problems with America's war on drugs, which has greatly caused severe impact on women through mass incarceration, leading to physical, psychological, and financial suffering. Second, we have discovered why the problems persist due to harsh drug laws, lack of rehabilitation, and societal stigmas. And third, we must band together in solidarity to solve this crisis, to reform drug policies, and invest into reentry programs and provide trauma-informed care. The time is now to end the war on drugs, which has devastated the lives of countless women. This can be achieved through policy reform, investment into the reentry programs, and trauma-informed care. Together, we can help these women rebuild their lives and break the cycle of incarceration. As a society, we must recognize the humanity of these women and provide them with the support they need to thrive. Together, we can help foster an environment of hope that no woman has to suffer at the injustice of the war on drugs. Thank you so much.